Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacey, creator at Mother Naked, and today we will be testing candle wicks. So just a quick note, ribbon wicks have been discontinued from the supplier that I use. Look, I have no intention of stopping using ribbon wicks. I'm fully stocked up on wicks for now, and I think they'll probably do me till January, February. I'm in the process of talking to some manufacturers abroad in how to get some ribbon wicks. So once I know something, I will tell you guys straight away. But for now, I have no intention of stopping ribbon wicks. But I understand that we can't be complacent and might not be able to get them. So I'm going to test some new wicks that I haven't tested before. I'm testing 3 today, just so the video isn't like 20 minutes long. There are a few more that I haven't tested, so they will be in a different video if these don't work. Alongside these 3 candles, I'm also going to burn one of our ribbon wicks, because this is kind of the comparison that I'm holding the others against. So I just want to see how it compares when burning and scent throwing things. So let's just go through them. We have a ribbon wick candle, a PGS wick. I know these are usually for paraffin. They're just a wick that I've not tried. And I do know that some people use them for soy, so we're going to try one of those. Okay, so for this one, we have a TCR 3018 wick. And finally, the dreaded wooden wicks that I said I would never use, and I'm quite excited to test them, to be honest. This is a different make that I've not used. So to kind of judge other wooden wicks with the ones I tried initially for my candle business would be stupid. So we have a nice wooden wick. I will also leave the link in the description box below where I got these wicks if they work. If they don't work, I'm not going to leave them in the link description. Okay, so before I start lighting these candles, I'd also like to say, in terms of melt pool and how long you should leave it to get a melt pool, I read a blog once and I think it stuck with me. So you measure the candle jar diameter across the top, and you measure this in inches. Now mine's just shy of 3 inches. And what this blog said, sorry I can't quote it or recognise it, I can't remember what it was. It was really early on into my candle process, but it stuck with me. And what she said was, however many inches across the top, so mine's just under 3, turn it into hours. So if my candle jar is 3 inches, then it should take about 3 hours for a really good melt pool across the top. I know a lot of you come to me going, it didn't have a melt pool after 2 hours. Well, it depends what candle jar you're using. If you're using a small one with a diameter of like 2 inches, that's going to burn in 2 hours. But some of them, I mean, a 500 mil candle is not going to burn in 2 hours for the melt pool. So I think that sits about right for me, and it gives you a better picture of how long to wait for a melt pool. So please don't throw candles out when it's only been 2 hours for a melt pool, because sometimes candles take a little bit longer. It depends on your wax and your wick. So one sort of rule like that doesn't work for a different variety of candles. So let's burn them. Okay, so the candles are all lit already. The Woodwick is doing really well, because the last time I tried Woodwicks from a different brand of Woodwicks, it just wouldn't light. This lit straight away, so already 110% better than what I initially had with Woodwicks. So here's hoping. The Woodwick, by the way, that I'm using, it's a 230 ml jar, but it has a diameter across the top of 3 inches, which is more important when deciding on a wick. So this one is a large. It might be that I have to go down one, but in my experience, I go for the larger one, not the smaller one. Okay, so they're all lit now. I will come back in an hour and see how all 4 of them are doing. And we'll do it up to about 2.5 to 3 hours and see which candle is doing the best. For scent throw as well, just because I like a scent throw that you can actually smell in the room, which is why I loved ribbon wicks, because they acted kind of like a wax melt. Wax melts you put on and you can smell it in your entire room. I wanted a candle that did that, and ribbon wicks have been the only one that does that for me. So in terms of scent throw, each candle is a different scent. So it's kind of whatever scent I can smell the most in my room, which is doing really, really well. So we will be back in an hour. Okay, so I've moved them to the fireplace so we can see them in comparison to each other. So this has been after an hour. So let's check out the doing. This is the PG Wick. It's doing all right, you know. It's only been an hour, so it's probably underachieving a little bit more than the others, but there's still time, so it's not too bad. In terms of scent throw, it's not great. I'm going to be honest, not very good. So now we have a TCR wick, and we're doing all right. We're doing good. Melt pool's probably what I expect it to be in comparison to my ribbon wick, so probably underachieving slightly in comparison to the ribbon wick, but not by much. It's doing all right in terms of melt pool so far. Here's our ribbon wick, doing fabulously, I might add. Probably about halfway for a melt pool, which is what I expect it from about now. Really, scent throw, I can smell it from here. Really, really good. Now we have Mr. Woodwick. Now, Mr. Woodwick is doing faster melt pool than all of them. That's still not bad. That's still not bad. It's going a little bit faster than I'd like, but it's certainly not bad. The flame is what I expect it from Woodwicks. I mean, they're never going to be as high as these guys, but I think the Woodwick is actually my favourite so far. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Okay, so it's been 2 hours now. I think we can rule this one out. The PD one. It's tunnelling, it's not giving much of a scent throw, so I think to that one. It's not doing anything great, and I can't see it doing anything within the next hour, so we're left with these two. Okay, so the ribbon wick is doing exactly what we want. It's nearly at full melt pool, so let's just blow the ribbon wick out and concentrate on the other two. Okay, so we're left with the TCR wick and the wooden wick. The wooden wick, it's so annoying because the scent throw is actually okay, but it's tunnelling. It's tunnelled before when I've used Woodwicks, and I really don't like the lower flame on it. And I've just YouTubed the wooden wick flame, and they're all pretty much like this. Okay, so in terms of scent throw, this one, the TCR wick, awesome. I think this one is in just under what the ribbon wick can do. I'm actually really amazed by this weight. So if this one reaches melt pool, I think this one's the better choice. I mean, the Woodwick's doing all right for scent throw, I must admit, but it's tunnelling. I don't like the low flame. That's just me. I think this one's really, really doing well. And I actually, if you look at them, I actually really like the way this one lights up. This has got a lot more colour to it, a bit like more what you'd see with a ribbon wick. So it means like all the wax is kind of going. I just really, really like it. I think this one is my favourite so far. So I'll give it another hour, and then hopefully this one will have reached melt pool, and we'll see. Okay, so it's been another hour. I think both of them have done all right in terms of not tunnelling. I think if they're on for another half an hour, I mean, my candle jar is a weird size. I might have underwicked slightly on both of them. But this was a large one, and this was a 3018. I might have to go up on this one slightly because there's still wax a little bit round the edges, and the same with this. So this was a large, so I'd have to go extra large if I wanted it to be a little bit more. It's hardly blimmin' lit. I don't know what that is about, but it's doing its thing, I suppose. I mean, it's nearly like full melt pool. I'm just not so keen on Woodwicks. I think I'm just not so keen on the Woodwicks. So I think, personally, good, like that hardly smoked, but to be honest, it's hardly even on. So I think, I know there's a little bit more around the edges, which could go, but to be honest, I'm quite happy with that, man. Really, really happy. So my clear winner for today, at least, is the TCR wick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey guys, yeah, so I'm really happy with that wick. I mean, I didn't think that was going to be my favourite today. I actually thought the Woodwick was going to win me over, but I just find them so blimmin' unpredictable from wick to wick, and I just don't think you can have that. So I thought at the beginning, I thought it was going to be a Woodwick triumph, but no. I'm going to pass on the Woodwick. Although, if you do want to try Woodwicks, I do say that the scent throw was good, really good. And it was like after 3 hours, I mean, there was a little bit left of wax around the sides, but so was the TCR wick. So I'd probably wick up and try that if I wanted to do Woodwicks. So, but the TCR wick, I'm made up. I think it's a good understudy for the ribbon wick. What I would do with that one though, because like I said, my glass is a weird sized wick. If you want to try the TCR wick, I'd go slightly on the larger side, and I get a few, you know, because they do the sample package, the sample packs from Supplies for Candles. That's where I got these wicks from, and I just get a few different sizes around the diameter of your candle and see which works for you. But I'm really impressed with the TCR wick. I know I'm going to get this question, why didn't I test the Eco wick? I just don't like them. I tried them quite a few times before I tried the ribbon wicks early on, like months ago. Not a fan of the Eco wicks. Every time I tried it, it tunneled. So that's why I didn't try it today. I tried to get ones that I've not tested before. But I think the TCR wick, I mean, it's not as good as the ribbon wick, because the ribbon wick is, you know, awesome. But I do think the TCR wick's not bad. It's certainly not bad. I'd probably wick up from the 3018 that I've got. I think it's, I don't know, I'm going to make up a number. The one up from that, I think, is what I try. But like I said, I'm going to try and keep to ribbon wicks. I'm going to try and find a manufacturer. And we'll see if we can get them done and get them found. Like I said, I'll keep you updated on that. And if I find ribbon wicks, you guys will be the first to know. So thank you so much for watching. Hope this has helped a little bit. I think I found a good understudy, at least for the ribbon wick. The only other wick I'm interested in is the cotton Woodwick, is it? That NI Candle Supplies have said that they're going to replace the ribbon wick with. I'd love to try that, but obviously they've not got it in yet. So once that's in, I will test that as well. But for now, I like the TCR. I think that's pretty good. So thank you so much for watching me test burn some candles, and I'll see you soon.